Akira is a woman of contradictions. By day, she was the dutiful choir mistress of an evergreen evangelical church. Her melodious voice soaring through the rafters during Sunday services. Whenever she sings, the congregation revered her, calling her sister Akira with utmost respect. She dresses flawlessly, her Bible clutching tightly in her hand, and her ability to lead the choir with divine fervor made her the epitome of piety. But as the church bells faded into the night, Akira's life takes a darker turn. Hidden from the eyes of the congregation, she ran an underground escort business, recruiting young women from disadvantaged backgrounds. They knew her as Mema D, a name that whispers in the city's dimly lit streets. Akira had perfected the art of living two lives, keeping her secrets well hidden behind her angelic facade that no one in the church could suspect that their beloved choir mistress is the mastermind behind a flourishing Ashawo business. One fateful evening, when Akira was coming back from church, she came across Oliver, a 20-year-old girl with dreams of becoming a nurse. Oliver had come to Lagos to escape the suffocating poverty of her hometown. But as the weeks turned into months, Oliver's dreams began to wither under the harsh realities of urban life. Akira found Oliver sitting on the steps of a closed pharmacy, her face streaked with tears. "My dear, why are you crying?" Akira asked. Her voice soft and motherly. Oliver looked up, hesitant. I have no money for school fees. I don't even have enough to eat." Akira's heart twisted, not out of compassion, but opportunity. She sat beside Oliver, placing a comforting hand on her shoulder. "You're a beautiful girl," Akira said. "I can help you. There's a way you can make money quickly enough to pay for your education and more." Oliver's eyes widened. "How?" Akira smiled. "All you need to do is trust me." Oliver, desperate for money, followed her to her house, believing she is a devout person judging by her modest attire. The girls Akira recruited came from different backgrounds, but they all shared a common thread: desperation. She kept them in a small rented flat in Ireland, a place no one would think to associate with her choir mistress. Akira gathered the girls in the cramped living room. Oliver sat nervously among them, fidgeting with the hem of her dress. Sandra, the more experienced girl, leaned back in her chair, her face calm but watchful. Akira clapped her hands sharply, commanding attention. "Ladies, focus. We have serious work tonight." She held up a bag and began pulling out revealing outfits, tight dresses, short skirts, high heels. "This one now for you," she said, tossing a glittering red dress to Oliver. Oliver looked at the dress with hesitation. "Madam, is this dress not too short?" Akira raised a brow and laughed. "Short? Now wetting the men day like. You want wear Mary Amaka go meet client. My dear, you go learn say packaging now the work." Sandra smirked and whispered to Oliver, "Better wear before Madam D vex." Akira continued handing out clothes and gave each girl specific instructions. "Sandra, your client now one ogre for oil company. E get money, but e like make person day pamper Call daddy, rub him head small, and you go collect better tip." Sandra nodded knowingly. "No waralla, Madam D. Daddy go enjoy himself tonight." Turning to Oliver, Akira's tone softened. Oliver, your client now first timer. E go shy small, but e go come around. Just smile plenty, laugh for wetting no funny, and day ask if e day okay. Men like that day easy to handle. But beg, no go day form holy for there." Oliver swallowed nervously. "Okay, madam." Satisfied, Akira concluded her briefing with a warning. "No forget our number one rule, no day carry waralla follow body. Always collect your money, up front. If a client start nonsense, call me. I no want hear story." The girls chorused in agreement. "Yes, Madam Knight." Akira pulled Oliver aside for some one-on-one training. They stood in front of a mirror in the flat, with Akira demonstrating the basics of a Ashawo charm. "See, Oliver," Akira began, gesturing at her reflection. "You no be ordinary girl again.
Akira.
You be commodity. Now wetting you fit give them na him them day pay for. So you gat sabai act." Oliver frowned. "Act how, Madam D?" "Like this," Akira said, adjusting her posture to stand straighter, her hips slightly tilted. "When you see client, no day dull yourself. Smile, Touch 'em small for him shoulder or hand. And talk soft. You gats carry confidence like say you be queen. Oliver hesitated but mimicked Akira's movements awkwardly. Akira clicked her tongue in disapproval. No be like that. Relax your body. Men no like when girl day stiff. Day use your eyes day talk. Make 'em feel say nar only him day this world. Akira then leaned closer, her tone conspiratorial. And abeg, no day fall for any man's story. If them promise you heaven and earth, just day laugh. Your own NA cash. No money, no love. You hear? Oliver nodded, her nerves still visible. I hear, Madam D. Akira sighed, patting her shoulder. You go learn. By the time you do this work for 1 week, you go know everything. Oliver's nights became a blur of unfamiliar men. Hotel rooms, and the sound of heels clicking on tiled floors. Each night, she dressed in the outfits Akira provided, her hesitations slowly giving way to the allure of fast money. But the emptiness inside her grew with every transaction. The reality of the Ashawo life was far from glamorous, and for a long time, she found herself torn between her ambition to make money quickly and the guilt that gnawed at her conscience. But as the weeks wore on, Oliver fell into the rhythm of the business. Akira's influence over her was absolute. She taught her how to behave, how to allure, and how to conceal her emotions. You are an actress, Akira would tell her. You must wear a mask every night, and the world will never know who you truly are. Nights were no longer filled with dreams of nursing school. Instead, they became a dim of unfamiliar men, hotel rooms, and stolen moments of pleasure that had no meaning beyond the money exchanged. Each man was a fleeting figure, his touch temporary, and his presence just another transaction. Akira continued as always her role as choir mistress, delivering sermons during choir practice about the importance of being holy and pure. She often sang solos that brought the congregation to tears, her voice an embodiment of devotion. No one could reconcile this angelic figure with the shadowy world she operated in. It wasn't long before Oliver met Sandra, another girl recruited by Akira. Sandra had been in the business for longer than Oliver. She was older, more hardened by the lifestyle, but had also learned to survive in it. Sandra had been promised a better life, but unlike Oliver, she had fully embraced the duality of her existence. She had become numb to the pain of the job and focused solely on the money it brought. Sandra noticed Oliver's hesitations early on, the way she fidgeted before meeting clients, her eyes filled with doubt. At first, Sandra didn't know how to approach her. She was used to keeping her emotions locked away, keeping a safe distance from the others. But after a few days of seeing Oliver's discomfort, Sandra decided to talk to her. Listen, Sandra said one evening as they waited for clients, sitting on the edge of the bed in a hotel room. If you keep thinking about what you're doing, you're never going to make it in this business. Oliver glanced at her, surprised by the bluntness. What do you mean? You can't think about it too much. You have to do what you came here for, money, nothing else. These men don't care about you, they only care about what they want, and they're willing to pay for it. You've got to give them what they want and move on. Oliver bit her lip, torn between the advice Sandra offered and the shame she felt. I don't know if I can. It doesn't feel right. Sandra sighed. It's not right, girl. None of this is. But you can't change it. You just have to survive. We all need to survive. From that moment on, Sandra and Oliver formed a bond, a fragile but necessary connection. While they didn't share the same level of emotional attachment to their work, there was an understanding between them, a shared recognition of the emptiness that the job brought. They would talk at night, after the men had left, about their dreams and regrets. Oliver would tell Sandra about her hopes of becoming a nurse, about how she had wanted to help people and escape the poverty of her village. Sandra would listen quietly, her own dreams long buried beneath the weight of her choices. You think you can get out? Sandra asked. I hope so, Oliver replied, though I'm not sure how.